Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I had an idea to share with you guys 10 quote unquote unnecessary things that I'm still going to be spending money on during my low buy, no buy in 2024. So I think a lot of these items are probably going to be very subjective, and some of them might even be controversial, and I'm sure people have all kinds of opinions about it doesn't make sense that you're going to get this, but you're not going to buy this. Like, I'm sure people have their opinions, but these are things that just make sense to me based on my priorities, I guess, and the things that make me the happiest. And after all, the whole point of minimalism or clearing the clutter or reducing how much money you're spending or how many things you're buying, the whole point is to make room for stuff that matters. It's not about having no unnecessary spending or having like fewer things. It's about having better things. It's about making it work for you and your life and figuring out where you prioritize putting your money. So without further ado, you guys, let's get started in the 10 things I am still going to be purchasing during 2024. The first one is my nails, getting my nails done. So I go for gel nail or acrylic nail fills every 3 to 4 weeks, and I go for a pedicure usually once every month and a half. It really depends on how long my toenails are growing or how fast they're growing. And my fingernails tend to grow very, very quickly these days. It's insane. I could probably go for a fill every 2 weeks, but I don't want to because that would get really expensive really fast. And I also don't want to expose my hands to the UV gel light that often, even though I do wear sunscreen and sun protective gloves when I go get my nails done. And they probably think I'm crazy, but that's just what I like to do. But yeah, getting my nails done, I used to do it at home, as you guys might know if you've been watching my channel, because it was a lot less expensive. And where I live, we don't have the greatest salons. And 9 times out of 10, I would walk out of the salon and not be happy with what they did. And so I taught myself how to do my own nails, and I was doing that at home for a while. And then after we got the puppy, I just didn't have the time or the mental capacity or energy to even want to try to do my own nail. I just decided that was a luxury I wanted to start paying somebody to do for me. And part of minimalism and simplifying your life is knowing when to outsource, knowing when to ask for help, knowing when you should delegate something to somebody else to do. And for me, going and getting my nails done every 3 to 4 weeks is such a lovely, indulgent, luxury experience. I get my Tim Hortons coffee. I go sit there. I love the sights, sounds, and smells inside the salon. When I get my pedicures, I love the massage chairs. I love everything about it. And I love having somebody just work on my hands and my feet. It just is so therapeutic to me. And so that is something I'm not going to give up. I'm not doing this after all because I'm in financial distress or I need to save money or anything like that. I'm doing this because I noticed that I was spending money in a lot of places that just were not necessary, and I just wanted to simplify and minimize what I was spending money on, so, and also I was shopping a lot. Like, I was shopping a lot in 2023. I had too much clutter. I had too many skincare backups. It was getting out of control to the point that I felt like I constantly had clutter to deal with. So getting my nails done is not, it's not something I'm worried about from a financial aspect, and it's something I just really, really enjoy getting done. And, it's that little taste of luxury every couple weeks. The next item, as I touched on already in the first part, was Tim Hortons coffees from the drive-thru. So I used to be in a really bad habit of going through the drive-thru once, sometimes twice a day. This was years ago. I haven't been going through the drive-thru as much, but going through the drive-thru to get myself a Tim Hortons coffee with a couple of cream 2, maybe 3 times a week when I'm going out to do errands, going to get groceries, going to get my nails done, whatever the case is. That's something I really, really enjoy doing. I just really like Tim Hortons coffee. There's something they put in there. It's not even the best tasting coffee, to be honest. Like, I actually prefer the taste of my own coffee at home, but there's something in that coffee, you guys. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know, it just gives me so much like pep in my step. I don't know if it's just super caffeinated or what, but I don't know. I've had friends that felt the same way. And so I don't like going through the Starbucks drive-thru. For one thing, it's crazy expensive. I will not spend $5 on a coffee. The second thing, I don't like the way Starbucks coffee tastes. It's way too strong for me. And I don't drink sugary coffee drinks. I don't actually like them. And I also don't want them. They just don't have a spot in my life in terms of fitness. So Starbucks is not an area that I ever even think about. But yeah, Tim Hortons drive-thru coffees, the odd time, are something I really, really enjoy. And as long as I'm not going every single day, I hardly even notice it coming out of my bank account. And it's just like a simple little luxury that I like to do here and there. The next unnecessary thing that I will still be getting during my low buy no buy are massages. So this is kind of a cheat because I can actually write off massages through my workplace, or not write them off, but we get reimbursed for going for massages up to a certain amount per year. And I honestly don't take enough advantage of this. My back and neck are often quite tight and quite sore. Just from, I think, just doing YouTube videos, spending time at the computer, my job at work, working out at the gym, doing things with the dog, cleaning house, just like normal day to day. So over time, my neck and my back do get sore, and I honestly do not go for enough massages. That's actually one thing I am going to start prioritizing more this year, is making sure that I'm scheduling in those massages. The next quote unquote unnecessary item that I will continue to put money toward in 2024 is Botox. So for those of you who don't know what Botox is essentially a neuromuscular blocking agent. It stops your muscles from being able to move. So a lot of people get Botox confused with filler or like other facial rejuvenation. Botox typically is only used from the eyes up unless you're getting a lip flip done or something like that. But I only get Botox in my forehead and in between the eyebrows and also the top part of my nose, the bridge of my nose. And the reason that I do that is because a couple years ago, it was almost like I woke up one day and I was like, I look tired all the time. Like I look so tired. And this was when I was working a lot of overtime. I was working a lot of night shifts. And I just always felt like I looked exhausted. And I was yawning so much that I was actually starting to get a stagnant line like on the top of my nose in between my eyebrows. Like, you know, when you yawn and you scrunch up your nose, then that line would like stick around for a good 5 or 10 minutes before it would go away. And I was looking in the rearview mirror one day and I was like, what the heck? I'm getting lines from yawning. I was like, either I need to quit my job or I need to figure out how not to make that line. And I knew nothing about Botox. And so at that point, I didn't have any forehead wrinkles or anything like that. But at that point, I was like, Kate, I got to look into this because I just want to see if, you know, Botox is something that could help me just feel and look fresher. And I started looking into it and I will never look back, you guys. So I consistently go for Botox every 3 to 4 months. Sometimes I'll stretch it like 4 to 5 months. You have to go more often if you have a higher metabolism. If you have a lower metabolism or if you're older, it can last a little bit longer. But for me, it's something that just makes me feel so good about myself. It pretty much immobilizes my forehead and the muscles between my eyes. So I physically cannot frown and I cannot wrinkle my forehead. And also when I yawn, I don't make that wrinkle on the top of my nose that was starting to want to stay because I was so tired all the time. I don't have any wrinkles anywhere else on my face. I don't have crow's feet. I don't have smile lines or anything like that. I don't get filler. I don't get anything else done. Not something I would be opposed to one day maybe when I'm older. But for now, it was just like I needed something to make me feel and look fresher because of all my night shifts. And these days, I don't do that many night shifts. But Botox was such a game changer. The other thing too is I did not realize I must have frowned so much because I had very, very strong frown muscles and very strong forehead muscles. And these days, because I physically cannot move my forehead, I haven't been able to exercise those muscles. And so my face just appears softer. I feel and appear more feminine and more just at ease. And it's actually very, very nice not to be able to frown. Like we don't realize how much our facial expressions impact, everything, how you feel, how you present yourselves to other people, how you express yourselves to other people. I must have been frowning a lot. I don't know, because I just feel like I look and feel so much more at ease now. And I feel more relaxed because I'm not able to make those intense, angry expressions or displeased expressions. I can't do that. I just physically can't. And so I just feel better and I feel softer. I feel more soft and more feminine. You know how when you were a kid and your mom told you, quit making that face or it'll stay like that? That actually kind of is true to an extent because once you reach a certain age, when you frown and when you are always raising your eyebrows and wrinkling your forehead and squinting, you do start to form fine lines and wrinkles, and they do eventually start to stay. So Botox is not something that changes how you look. Botox is a preventative measure. So yeah, and before I had it, I didn't know anything about it. I was a little bit skeptical. I was really nervous. Botox is one of the single greatest anti-aging tools that we have because if you're not able to make wrinkles, then you cannot make wrinkles. You know what I mean? So I love Botox. It's that coupled with sunscreen and a retinoid and a vitamin C serum is like my favorite holy grail anti-aging things. And I think I'll probably always get Botox done. I just really, really enjoy it. On that note, another quote unquote unnecessary thing that I will continue to purchase during my low buy, no buy are a couple of my skin serums that I have grown to really love and my favorite face creams. So for example, Sunday Riley, the Ice Moisturizer is one of my absolute favorite moisturizers of all time. Honestly, it beats out La Mer for me. I know I told you guys I had a sample of La Mer. I tried it. I really liked it. And I ended up getting a tub of La Mer gifted to me as a Valentine's Day gift. And I really enjoy it. But if I could only pick one, you guys, I would still go with Sunday Riley Ice. That one is just the best for me, like overall in every category. Day or night. I love the Sunday Riley Ice. And that one is kind of an expensive face cream. It's not a cheap, affordable, whatever face cream. So it's not really necessary. And some people might think it's excessive in terms of skincare and in terms of moisturizers. But that is one thing I will continue to purchase if I run out and when I run out, because it makes my skin feel and look so good. And I love the process of applying it. Same thing with my vitamin C serums. I kind of bounce around between vitamin C's. I just choose different ones to try. Right now I'm using the Sunday Riley CEO Glow Face Oil. I really, really enjoy it, but when I'm done this one, I might go back to the Sunday Riley 15% Brightening Serum, or I might go back to SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic, or I might try something different. I'm not 100% sure. But vitamin C is something I have come to enjoy, and I've been using it for a really long time. And it's kind of at this point like a staple in my skincare routine. The other thing I will continue to repurchase when I run out that's not really necessary is a retinoid. And right now I'm using adapalene. So I tried acclimating to tretinoin. I don't know if I just need to go down in a strength or if tretinoin is going to be just too hard for me to manage. I might have to go down to a lower percentage. But I've tried a few different retinoids, and adapalene is the one that I have seen the best results consistently over the years. But also I tolerate it really, really well, and it's pretty affordable. Plus you can get it over the counter. You don't even need a doctor's prescription. So adapalene is the one I'm using currently. Skincare for me and self-care and looking and feeling my best are things that I am willing to invest in. I'm willing to make other sacrifices in other areas of my life if it means being able to keep up those other things. It's just become so valuable to me, and it's become such a lovely little tidbit of luxury in my life to do my morning and my evening skincare. And also I've seen such good changes in my skin since I started using things like retinoids. So those things might not be considered essential to some people, but for me, it's kind of essential for my sanity. And you know, what is life about after all, if not enjoying things and enjoying your life? And being able to do skincare every day with products I love is something that is really, really important to me. Another item I'm going to continue purchasing during 2024 with some regulations and caveats is clothing items. So there are places in my wardrobe that I feel like I still have gaps or places I want to fill. For example, I would really like to find a great pair of white denim. I've also been on the hunt for a blue floral skirt, and I don't know exactly which one. I've been kind of looking, and I feel like when I find that item, I will know it's the right one. But a blue floral article of clothing is something I've kind of been on the hunt. You guys know that sort of antique vintage looking blue pattern that's been very popular. I just think it's so pretty. So that is something I would like. Also beachwear. I don't have pretty much any beachwear. I have one beach like wrap to wear over a bathing suit, and that is it. I don't have a beach bag. I don't have any beach dresses, and going to a hot beachy location in 2024 is definitely in the cards for me. It's something I'm planning. So at that point in time, I'll definitely want one or two beachwear items to bring with me. And then just overall, if there's anything else in my wardrobe that I feel is missing, I've been doing a really good job of selling articles of clothing and really curating my wardrobe and making it feel like something that fits me. That's important to me, but I'm just not allowed to go just willy-nilly shopping carelessly anymore. I'm not allowed to just shop as much as I want and buy whatever I want and constantly be bringing in new things. I want to be a little bit more careful because my wardrobe is actually at a place where I'm pretty happy with it, and it really is not missing much. But if I do find that perfect piece, I will allow myself to bring that into my wardrobe. Another item that could be considered essential, but some people might not consider it essential, is car washes. And also going through the paid car wash where you go through the like building and it does it for you, like not using a hand wash, which is a little bit more affordable, but then you have to bring your own soap and all this stuff. So car washes and getting my car detailed is something I'm still going to invest in 2024, because my car, I spend a lot of time in my car. And now that we have the puppy, especially now that we have the German Shepherd, it is harder to keep it clean, obviously, especially when the weather is not very good. It's getting dirtier a lot more quickly. It's getting muddier a lot more quickly. There's dog hair. I don't have leather seats in the vehicle that I have currently, which was a really big mistake. When I got this car, I decided not to get leather seats, and I really wish I would have gotten them, and I'll never not get leather seats again because they're so much easier to keep clean. But paying somebody to detail my car every few months, I don't get it done often, just maybe once or twice a year. After the weather improves, like when spring's here and all the snow's melted and everything is dry, I'm going to go get it nice and detailed, and also taking it through the car wash regularly to keep it clean. I cannot handle feeling dirty and living like a vagrant who everything is dirty, everything is dusty. Can't get in and out of my car without getting, accidentally brushing my leg against the side of the car, and then I've got dirt on my pants. Like, I can't handle that. It's just, for things, I'm a big believer in, if you do something every single day, or if you use something every single day, it should be something that you love. And because I use my car every single day, or almost every single day, multiple times a day, it has to be in a condition that I can be happy with. Otherwise, I feel filthy. I feel gross. I don't like messes. I don't like clutter. I don't like when boxes are all over the place. I don't like when the trunk is full of like random crap. I can't handle that. I decided I'm going to resolve to keep my car clean and detailed, because that's just like a little part of my life. It just has to be that way. It just has to be that way. It's like my home. It has to be clean and tidy and dust free. Another thing that I will continue to spend money on in 2024 is my gym membership. So I have been going to the gym now for about 10 years, I would say. So I started going back to the gym when I first went to nursing school. I say first because I went back first for a diploma, secondly for my degree. But that was my first time ever stepping foot in a gym, and it was because I got a really good deal with the college I was at. And once I started weight training, you guys, I have never looked back. Weight training is the single greatest thing, one of the best things you can do for yourself. It has single-handedly changed my life, like along with eating clean, never having smoked, not drinking in excess, like only having a glass of wine here and there. Yeah, eating a clean, healthy diet, but weight training, game changer, absolute game changer in terms of everything, how I look, how I feel, my confidence, my happiness, my mood, even like networking and meeting people. Going to the gym and just looking and feeling my best and putting that effort in is so, so important to me. It's something I cannot live without. In fact, you could not pay me to not go to the gym. Like if you said, hey, you don't have to work again, I will pay all of your bills for you and you never have to work again, but you can't go to the gym, I would not make that trade unless I had a home gym. But even getting out and going to the gym, I'm not much of a social person. I don't go to a lot of social gatherings. I'm very introverted, but I like to get out and see something other than my four walls. And I just love wearing like nice outfits that make me feel good about myself. I love putting my best foot forward. I love listening to some great gym tunes. And I love getting out there and lifting heavy things and getting a great pump on. And yeah, weight training is something that is so, so important to me, and fitness. And I've told you guys before that even on the worst of days, going to the gym will completely change my day and turn it around and make me feel so good about myself. Since we've gotten the puppy, I haven't been going as often because my physical activity at home has increased a lot. And also for the first month, nobody was really sleeping and the puppy was a lot of work. So I've only been going about 2, maybe 3 times a week for the last 3 months. And I'm actually still in pretty good shape. I'm really happy about that. But ideally, I would like to go 4 days a week. That is like the sweet spot for me for weight training. And anyways, now I'm rambling. But the gym membership is something I will always, always, always invest in. I actually get a really good deal on my gym membership through work because working in healthcare, certain gyms will give you a discount. And so it actually costs less than the price of a cup of coffee per day from the DriveThru to go to the gym. And it is 1,000% worth every penny. Another thing that I think I'm going to continue purchasing, at least for the foreseeable future, is collagen powder, which I put in my coffee. So there are conflicting ideas about collagen powder. I really like putting collagen powder in my coffee every single morning. I just put the recommended serving in and it provides 10 to 20 grams of collagen peptides per serving. And it's just a quick, easy little way that I can get in a little bit more protein in the day, but also that pure collagen peptides. So I know that people have left comments before when I've talked about my collagen and they've said it's totally useless, do some research, it doesn't even do anything, blah, blah, blah. However, you guys, I have heard from multiple dermatologists that there are great scientific studies that show that if you do take in a certain amount of collagen per day, it actually does increase the collagen density in your skin. Not all proteins are created equal, and collagen is a very important factor in healthy skin, hair, and nails. And I think that whatever I'm doing is working. You know what I mean? Whatever I'm doing in my life is working, because I meet people all the time who think I look like I'm still in my early 20s. Yeah, so people all the time think I look younger than I am, and my skin is plump and hydrated and dewy, and I feel really good. My nails grow super fast. My skin is really good. So I think whatever I'm doing is obviously working. And even if not, it's not always about things being 100% like necessary. It's about enjoying those little rituals in your day. You have to find little parts of your day that you enjoy. It can't all be about being frugal and just looking after the kids and paying the bills and going to work. It can't be about that. You will burn out pretty quick. You have to have things in your life that make you happy and bring you joy. And for me, putting a little collagen in my coffee every morning is that little ritual that I just really, really like. So that is something I'm going to continue to invest in 2024. And finally, the last thing that I am going to invest in, and I might come up with more ideas in the future, but the last thing I'm going to continue to purchase, or I'm going to purchase in 2024, are plane tickets. Yes, I am planning to go someplace hot in a few months. I would do it during the winter, but I actually prefer to go more in the off season because the trips are a lot cheaper and the ocean is a lot warmer. I've actually been down to more tropical locations and desert locations and stuff in the dead of winter, and it gets cold at night, and I'm not a cold person. Like, if I wanted to be cold, I'd stay in Canada. I want the ocean to feel like bath water. I want it to be nice and warm. I want to feel that heat. I want to soak it up. With sunscreen on, of course, but I'm definitely planning to go on a hot vacation, take my mom and my daughter with me. This is something that isn't necessary, and financially, I would wait a couple more years. However, my mom has also had some health problems over the last couple of years, and without getting into too much detail, I want to be able to have these experiences with her and with my daughter, because you just never know what the future holds, and money is something you can always make back, but you can't get time back. So it's important to enjoy time with people while you have that time. So plane tickets and going on a trip is something I'm definitely still going to do in 2024, despite being on a low buy, no buy. So that's it, you guys. That's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed listening to the items that I'm still planning to invest in during 2024 while I'm on my low buy, no buy. And if you have any items that you yourself think other people would think are really unessential, but they're essential for you, let me know down below what those are. I'm betting we have a couple of them in common. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye for now.